A picture-perfect evening in the nation's capital as Friday Night Football rolls into town for a battle between the Roughriders, looking for a bounce back, and the REDBLACKS, desperate for a win. Perfect so far this year. He'll hammer it away, and we're underway. He's still had 4 catches last week for 65 yards. Harris gets this one away quickly, and that is broken up. Read well, and picked up, and Ottawa takes over. Oh, that is just what they needed. Just what the doctor ordered. REDBLACKS defense comes up big, and it's A.J. Allen with it, the former Rough Rider.
What a start. Again, I know a lot of people think this is going to be a blowout, and it's obviously extremely early. But at the second half, Jake Maier played last week. I expect
he had over 100 yards last week. We'll see if they can build on that. 2nd and 2 after the penalty. Maier, 3 options out to the right. Dumps it off. Finds his running back. And that is into the hands of Greg Bell, and it'll be a first down for the Riders. Here's Maier, 2nd down. Little bit of time. Now he's going to take off. Jake Maier on the run, dumps it off far side, into the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown! Cade McDonald has his first CFL major, and the REDBLACKS break the ice.
He's looking left. You can see this. It's a great pro up front. But what I also love is Pimbleton blocking here. You see him at the top of your screen, just getting an edge for his guys. That's receivers. They understand the task there.
Still early in the season, but how much longer will we be saying that? A little bit of communication error there on the snap, but they're able to hand it off, and a nice pickup right up the middle for Quali Conley. Chapman out to kick it away, and it's blocked by the REDBLACKS. It'll come all the way out of bounds. Brian Cole gets there, and Ottawa's defense and special teams coming to play here early at home. Chapman wanted to boot it away. Cole had other ideas. Oh, that's using your head of the field for Maier. He's going to go right over the middle. Tackle made, a tidy one from Woods after Cade McDonald hauled it in, and it'll be a field goal attempt for Brett Lowther, who was a career worst 72% last year. He's been perfect so far this year, and that will continue. 11 for 11, 10 points off turnovers in the went from Utah Tech to San Jose State before wrapping up his college career in Arizona. Harris over the middle, and that is hauled in by Johnson down inside the 50, and that is the first big spark offensively for the Riders. Johnson from the REDBLACK 32. They're going to bring some pressure. Harris gets it away, finds Johnson, one man to beat, a little bit of a stiff arm, but he'll be wrapped up and taken down by his former teammate, Amari Henderson. Schaefer Baker targeted 3 times in this game, but does not have a catch. 2nd and 10 for Harris. Looks to his left, throws towards the end zone, got it! Touchdown, Riders! Duncan Busby's got his first of the season, and Saskatchewan has life.
Okay, Trevor Harris, you see him here. He's going to look left right away, and they basically have Emilus stay low, and he's trying to draw in the defenders to Emilus. You see
Pimbleton will take it, and he makes a nice cut, has a little bit of room, and the ball is out, tries to dive back on it, they'll fight for it, who's got it? The Riders saves them!
Let's watch this big rip here by Wee. Boom! Rip the ball out. That's what they always say, and I try and teach my 18-year-old kids this in London, Ontario. Carry the ball in your outside arm.
Needs just a yard to move the chains here. Bertrand Hudon will swing around to the right, and Tommy pushes it ahead. He's going to break one of those at some point this year. Trevor Harris has 5 incompletions. Those 5 incompletions were thrown to Schaefer Baker and Emilus, his go-to guys. On the ground, Attaboye. There he goes, first down up to midfield. And he's forced out of bounds. That's his first touch of the ball game, goes for 15 yards. Somewhere in this league. Maier throwing here, goes up high, and it's hauled in. Hardy's got it inside the 40 as a rep for 11 on the season. This one will be a 40-yard attempt. And right down the middle. Ottawa retakes the lead. 13 has time. Johnson's got it at the 40, and he'll hang on as he's taken down by Marcus Barnes. TD place. Riders march on. Empty backfield this time for Harris. That one is batted down. and falls incomplete. Very cool to get a throw from the legendary Rod Smith. This kick is up. Oh, and they sneak it through. Alex Hale.
Just easier.
Had 2 catches for 14 yards. Empty backfield here for Mayer. Goes over the middle. McDonald's got it, staying on his feet. And he's got a first down. What an excellent effort from Cade McDonald, who's got their only... Another high kick from Getman. Sexton will take it at the 10. A little bit of a stumble. Good burst on the far side. Now he's got a little bit of room on the sideline. Sexton, one man to beat it. He does! 30, 20, 10, touchdown Riders! Matthew Sexton into the starting lineup and into the end zone. Wow, what a return.
It looked like we had dead to rights coming right here. And we're pushing the back as number 19 is pushing it right here. And that's just unacceptable. I understand that you're a punter. I get that. But at that point, even it's World Cup season, even a slide tackle, you eat the...
Mayer now trailing by 7. This time they do get it out into the flat to Greg Bell. This is what you want to see more of.
Correct. So when
Bobbled on the snap by Bryson Barnes. And you hope for Ottawa's sake they at least got back on top of it. This would be a backbreaker.
I mean, we're very fortunate to come up with that ball. We mean the Ottawa REDBLACKS, but my goodness, it's becoming the bad news bears at times. What looked like a promising game, they have been to the boundary. Here's our first motion away from it.
2nd and 7. Riders send 4. Everybody else drops off. Mayer's going to take off on his own. Pitches it back to Bell. Bell cuts it inside. And he's wrapped up short. Chip shot from the former Rider. 18-yard attempt just inside the left hash. And he remains perfect on the season. Here's Harris, 2nd and 9. And Trevor's going to take off. This very rarely happens. Oh, and he dives forward, looking for the first down. He wanted that one, didn't he? Tommy Stevens back in to take care of business on 3rd and inches. And he pushes it ahead. Give him about 3 yards on that. Keyshawn Johnson has been the go-to guy in these spots so far tonight. Schaefer Baker, though, leads the league. 2nd down receptions with 13. Harris, right down a seam, heads up, big hit, but they'll hang on. Johnny Johnson III. I don't know if anybody would really push back on that one.
Yep.
Harris, down the field. Keyshawn Johnson, touchdown. Riders open it up a little bit more.
We've seen that flag earlier, and we just wrapped the half. And we talk about tight windows. There's just
yards coming in at just over 60. Mayer, this time he's got Hardy, who's tracked down from behind, close to midfield. Thurman will make the tackle.
Tempo offense.
Still a lot of time if they can complete this drive. That one is zipped in there. First catch of the game for Everhart, and he pushes ahead. Should be enough for a first down. I'm surprised we had. Here this time, little pump fake. Now lays it out down the field. Hold in, Gino Lewis. They're going to mark him down at the 1. That was into double coverage.
We're going to watch Mayer here just use a little shoulder motion because it's a sluggo. It's a slant go. Boom. And we come up. You can't see Lewis on that replay, but he basically sells that short end slant.
Let's see if he can finish it. This would be his first CFL touchdown. Can he find it? Yes. Touchdown, Ottawa. Barnes finishes the job. And the REDBLACKS aren't going anywhere on Friday Night Football.
Nice job by Barnes in the offensive line here. Left side gets a little bit of push. Desjardins, Boyd, center McEwen.
Trying to make this a 3-point game. They'll hand it off. Bell pushing, not going to happen. Riders defense there with the denial. Harris fakes the handoff, looks down the field, and that one once again to Keyshawn Johnson. He's caught all 9 targets.
The coach did what he has not.
Here's Harris, he's in trouble and he's taken down. They finally get there. Villain has his first CFL sack.
Some sort of wild blitz. They're just bringing 4 guys and we twist around this thing. and it's what I like to call an effort sack. Again,
for Ottawa, trailing by 5. Big hole right up the middle, pushing it ahead. All the way out beyond the 25 is Greg Bell, by far his best touch of the game. Mayer under pressure, trying to escape. He will not. Riders defense is there. Jameer Thurman got a piece of him and did not. Harris gets the ball. Conley right up the middle, broke a tackle and another, and he'll pick up a first down.
Secondary has really prevented a lot of shots from being taken.
2nd and 10. Riders bring heat. Mayer gets it away down the field. Hardy's got it. What a catch! What a throw by Jake! And they're at midfield. And the Red Blacks are buzzing.
Moment of need right now. There is not a lot of separation. We get this over the linebacker's head and fit it in between the safety. Again, I understand it has been catch right there.
Probably his best throw of the night. Needs another one. Near sideline. He's got Pimpleton, and Pimpleton will hang on, but it's a first down for Ottawa, and they're putting themselves in position to keep this drive and this game alive for Ottawa. Takes it cleanly, pushing ahead. He's not going to get there. Riders defense looks like they hold.
Watch Ottawa's line just get no push.
All right, they're bringing the chains out far off of where it was on the initial stop, and it's not close. Riders defense does the job. Turnover on downs with 2.5 to play. A one and done for Tommy Stevens. Harris back in. Has a man on the far side. Got there just in time to Emilus. And he's out beyond the 45.
Look at the footwork, the tempo. There's no second hitch, and you're kidding me. I mean, it's time and time again, and this is why these guys won the Grey Cup last year, because in the moment of need, in crunch time, you could fit a ball in that window against, again, what I call cut coverage, so it's a low corner and your halfback stays high.
2nd and 4, Stevens stays in the game. Looking for 4, he's got it with a bit more as well, as he'll take it down. So after a hiccup against the Argos, the Riders will bounce back with a victory here in Ottawa and improve to 3-1 on the season. 27-22 will be your final.